with break 975, the 2021 Top Series 2 Baseball 3-team random. Let's see how many times we're going to randomize this. 7 times. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Alrighty, we will get these teams loaded and we will rock and roll. The Series 2 Hobby exclusive. 14 cards per pack. 24 packs per box. Adam, I'm going to need an excuse for work tomorrow because I'm going to be up so late. Luis Severino of the Yankees, followed up by Jonathan Villar of the Mets, Shane McCallahan of the Tampa Bay Rays, followed up by Hyesung Kim of the San Diego Padres, and Johan Ramirez, RC, of the Seattle Mariners. Then we have Cedric Mullins, followed by Bubba Starling, Kenley Jansen, Jake Cronenworth, RC, of the San Diego Padres, going to Craig, followed by Jose Barrios, Anthony DeSclafani, Brendan Lowe, Ryan McMahon, and a Tanner Rourke of the Blue Jays. We have Luin Diaz, RC, of Miami, Jonathan Aruz of the Boston Red Sox, Julian Merriweather of the Toronto Blue Jays, RC, followed by Mickey Moniak of the Phillies, going to Kyle. Then we have Clark Schmidt of the New York Yankees, headed to Cody, followed up by Dominic Smith of the Mets. Jake Woodford of the St. Louis Cardinals, and that is going to Craig, followed by Shane Bieber of the Cleveland Guardians, a silver Jose Naylor of the Cleveland Guardians, headed to Kyle, followed up by a Jackie Robinson throwback edition of the Brooklyn, now the Los Angeles Dodgers. Then we have a CJ Cron, Victor Robles, Lance McCullens, and Billy Hamilton. Matt Barnes of the Red Sox, followed by Alex Young of the Diamondbacks, Jorge Soler of Kansas City, Johan Ovidio of the St. Louis Cardinals, headed to Craig, followed up by Justin Turner of the Dodgers. Then we've got Framber Valdez of the Astros, Dustin May of the Dodgers, Daniel Bard of the Rockies, Ken Giles of the Blue Jays, Clark Schmidt of the New York Yankees auto, going to Cody. Followed up by Austin Barnes, Mike Brousseau, Pablo Lopez, and Josh Fleming of the Rays. Dalton Jeffries of the Oakland Athletics, and that is going to Kyle, followed by Trevor Bauer of the Dodgers. Then we have Taylor Widener of the Arizona Diamondbacks, RC, followed by Luis Garcia of the Houston Astros, RC. Then we have Yandy Diaz of the Tampa Bay Rays, and that's going to Brooks, followed up by Nick Castellanos of the Reds, Jordan Hicks of the Cardinals, Alex Colomé of the Twins, Adam Wainwright of the Cardinals, Sam Huff, RC, with the 35th anniversary edition of the Texas Rangers, followed up by Ben Gamel of the Milwaukee Brewers, Adonis Medina of the Phillies, RC. Then we have Jeff McNeil of the Mets and Jahmai Jones of the Baltimore Orioles, going to Kyle. Jordan Weems of the Oakland Athletics going to Kyle, followed by Ryan Jeffers of the Minnesota Twins. Then we have Sherton Apostle of the Texas Rangers going to Craig, followed by Rafael Marchand of the Phillies and Matt Forrester of the Chicago White Sox. RC. Little rookie run right there. Yu Darvish of the Padres, Donovan Solano of the Giants, Cole Hamels of the Angels, or of the Braves, sorry, Brian Reynolds of Pittsburgh. Then we have the out of 2001, we have Victor Robles of the Washington Nationals headed to Brooks, followed up by Mike Moustakas of the Reds, Andrew Miller of the Cardinals, Dallas Keuchel of the Sox, and J.P. Crawford of the Mariners. J.T. Brubaker of the Pittsburgh Pirates headed to Brooks, followed by Elvis Andrews of the A's, Zach McKinstry, RC of the Dodgers, and that is going to Cody, followed by another, this TJ Antoine, RC of the Reds, Keegan Aiken of the Baltimore Orioles, right there, headed to Kyle, followed up by Cole Calhoun of the Diamondbacks. Then we have Robbie Grossman of the Tigers, Corey Seager of the Dodgers, Gary Sanchez of the Yankees. Significant statistics, Devin Williams of the Milwaukee Brewers headed to Cody, followed up by Jackie Bradley Jr. of the Red Sox, Dinelson Lamet of the Padres, Jose Iglesias of the Angels, and Jason Castro of the Astros. Justin Turner of the Dodgers, Tim LeCastro of the Diamondbacks, the San Francisco Giants team card, the Philadelphia Phillies team card, the Chicago Cubs team card. Then we have Yoan Mikado of the White Sox, Tom Murphy of the Mariners, Shogo Akima of the Reds, followed by Mike Zunino of the Rays, Austin Romey of the Cubs, followed by Corbin Burnez of the Brewers. Then we have a Luis Alexander Basabe of the San Francisco Giants headed to Cody, followed by Alex Olivia of the Nationals and Garrett Crochet of the Chicago White Sox headed to Kyle. Ryan O'Hearn of Kansas City, followed by Braxton Garrett of the Marlins, and that is going to be heading to Davis, followed by Vince Velasquez of the Phillies, Keone Hella of Pittsburgh, the St. Louis Cardinals, followed up by Adam Eaton of the White Sox, Nicky Lopez of the Royals, Adrian Morjan of the Padres, Miguel Sano of the Twins. Premium players, this is Kirby Puckett of the Minnesota Twins. Come on. And that is going to be going to Kyle. Following that up with a Kyle Hendricks of the Cubs, Alex Dickerson of the Giants, Dwight Smith Jr. of the Reds, and Eric Hosmer of the Padres. The Angels team card, followed by Anderlin Simmons, Michael Fulmer, Alex Wood, Ryan Zimmerman. Then we have our first rookie. That one's Daz Cameron of the Detroit Tigers, followed up by Luis Urias of the Brewers, Jose Garcia of the Cincinnati Reds going to Kyle, Chad Wallace of the Marlins, followed up by the Sam Huff of the Rangers. Nick Markakis of the Braves, Kevin Newman of the Pittsburgh, Carson Kelly of the Diamondbacks, and J.T. Realmuto of the Phillies. Josh Hader of the Brewers, yeah, I know, right? Followed by Andrew McCutcheon of the Phillies, James McCann of the Mets, Kyle Schwarber of the Nationals, Yusel Kikuchi of the Mariners, Xander Bogaerts of the Red Sox, Trevor Rosenthal of the Padres, Alex Cobb of the Angels, a silver Taylor Widener of the Diamondbacks going to Kyle. Followed up by a David Ortiz AL All-Star 35th Anniversary Edition of the Red Sox going to Kyle as well. Chris Bryant of the Cubs, Clint Frazier, Nathan Eovaldi, and Brandon Belt. Yeah, there's definitely some products that I probably won't break next year that I broke this year because, first timer. But Topps, those series 1 and 2s, like I'll sell those as personals. Score, I'll sell them as boxes. Like boxes that I'd ship out, I won't even break them on screen anymore. Walker Buehler of the Dodgers, the Padres, Estevan Florial RC of the New York Yankees headed to Cody. Followed up by Rafael Montero, Eddie Rosario. Then we have Kevin Kramer of Pittsburgh, Ty Buttrey of the Angels, Tom Estella of the Giants. Then we have Will Castro of Detroit, followed up by a 2001 San Diego Padres. San Diego Padres right there. Followed up by Jermaine Marquez of the Rockies, Tejwan Walker of the Blue Jays, Zach Greinke of the Astros, and Asdrubal Cabrera of the Nationals. The Atlanta Braves pitcher time, Hanser Alberto, Yankees home run handoff, future stars James Karinchak, Ryan Weathers of the San Diego Padres going to Craig. Following that up with Noah Syndergaard of the Mets, Steve Cishek of the White Sox, Carlos Martinez of the Cardinals, Sandy Alcantara of the Marlins, a 0-60 Shane Bieber of the Cleveland Guardians headed to Kyle. Followed up by Hunter Dozier of the Royals and future stars Dylan Cease of the White Sox, Jorge Polanco of the Twins, and a Dean Kremer RC of the Baltimore Orioles. I think though that I'd have the ability to give them at such a low ship sealed possibly that like if people are interested they'll just buy it for themselves. Jonathan Stiver of the White Sox RC, followed by Zach Birdie of the White Sox, Tucker Davidson of the Atlanta Braves, followed by Mark Matias of the Milwaukee Brewers RC. Then we have JoJo Romeo of the Phillies RC, and that is going to Kyle. Followed up by Ender Acarte of the Braves, Didi Gregorius of the Phillies, Mike Soroka of the Atlanta Braves, Zach Eflin of the Phillies, Christian Arroyo of the Red Sox. We have an Adam Duvall of the Braves, Jacob Stallings of the Phillies, Justin Upton of the Angels, and Mike Tauchman of the Yankees. Chris Davis of the Rangers, Brent Rooker RC of the Minnesota Twins headed to Kyle, followed by Tanner Houck of the Boston Red Sox going to Kyle. Then we have another RC, this one Miguel Yajur of the Pirates, followed by Tony Watson of the Giants, Jose Abreu of the White Sox, followed up by Jake Frawley of the Mariners, Carlos Carrasco of the Mets, Jose Martinez of the Mets, the NL All-Star Roberto Clemente 35th Anniversary Edition, followed up by Devin Williams, Jordan Montgomery, Jose Ramirez, and Sim-Soo Cho of the Rangers. Jose Marmelos of the Mariners, followed by Luis Campusano of the San Diego Padres going to Craig. We have Pavin Smith of the Arizona Diamondbacks, and that is going to Kyle, followed by a Minnesota Twins. Then we have the Cincinnati Reds, followed by a Jonathan Shoup of the Tigers, Rowdy Yelez of the Blue Jays, Ryan Presley of the Astros, Jared Dyson of the White Sox, David Price of the Dodgers, Ramel Tapia of the Rockies, Danny Jansen of the Blue Jays, Kyle Tucker of the Astros, and Jason Kipnis of the Cubs. The Kansas City Royals team card, Ozzie Albies, the New York Mets, the Dodgers championship, followed by Brendan Rodgers of the Rockies. Then we have Edwin Rios of the Dodgers, Christian Hura of the Brewers, a Johan Heim RC of the Texas Rangers going to Craig, Mitch Gaver of the Twins, a Sam Huff RC of the Texas Rangers to Craig as well. Followed up by Ryan McBroom of the Royals, the Future Stars, Nick Solak of the Texas Rangers to Craig. Then we have a Brian Anderson of the Marlins and Braylon Marquez of the Chicago Cubs going to Kyle. Alejandro Kirk of the Blue Jays going to Cody, followed by Pittsburgh Gregory Polanco, the Cleveland Indians team card, the Seattle Mariners, the Boston Red Sox, followed by Andre Scrub of the Houston Astros, Andre Scrub of the Astros going to Kyle, followed by Eugenio Suarez of the Reds, Tyler O'Neill of the Cardinals, Edwin Encarnacion of the White Sox, followed up by a Tim LaCastro of the Arizona Diamondbacks going to Kyle, followed by Gito Gorko of the Brewers, a William Contreras RC of the Atlanta Braves. Then we have Trevor Story of the Rockies and Hoo-Jun Rin of the Blue Jays. The Oakland A's team card, Toronto Blue Jays team card, followed by the Astros team card. Then we have Dakota Hudson of the Cardinals, Christian Vasquez of the Red Sox, Austin Nola of the Padres, Mark Melancon of the Braves, Sean Murphy of the A's, a silver Austin Hedges of the Cleveland baseball team, Cleveland Guardians, a Tanner Hook RC 35th anniversary edition right there, followed by Jason Hayward of the Cubs, Austin Slater of the Giants, Chris Sale of the Red Sox, and Will Myers of the Padres. Craig Kimbrell of the Cubs, Andrew Heaney of the Angels, Baseball's Fun of the Rays, Drew Rasmussen of the Milwaukee Brewers, and that is going to Cody, followed by Corey Kluber of the Yankees, and then we have Cabrian Hayes of the Pittsburgh Pirates, Cabrian Hayes of the Pirates going to Brooks, Framber Valdez of the Astros, Dustin May of the Dodgers, Daniel Bard of the Rockies, followed up by a Jonathan Stever of the White Sox, and that is out of $4.99. Luis Arez of the Twins, followed by Andy Young of the Arizona Diamondbacks RC, and David Fletcher of the Angels, and Jake Lamb of the Oakland Athletics. You get 10% off 3 spots, so 3 spots on the Contenders team random would end up being $41.50, I believe, or $40.50. Shopping cart served for the Red Sox, Antonio Sanzatso of the Rockies, Rio Ruiz of the Orioles, Tom Hatch, RC of the Blue Jays, headed to Cody. Followed up by another Blue Jays. This is Ken Giles, Josh Naylor of Cleveland, followed by Jose Leclerc of the Rangers, Tucker Barnhart of the Reds, Tyler Glasnow of the Rays, the Braves, Ozzie Albies 35th anniversary edition going to Brooks, followed up by Stefan Crichton, Aaron Nola of the Phillies, Austin Hedges of Cleveland, and then we have a Derek Dietrich of the Texas Rangers. Alex Kirilloff of the Minnesota Twins headed to Kyle, followed up by Jeff Mathis of the Rangers, Carl Edwards of the Atlanta Braves. Then we have Edwin Diaz of the Mets, followed up by Greg Holland of the Kansas City Royals, Zach Allen of the Arizona Diamondbacks, future stars to Kyle. Followed up by Ryan Braun of the Milwaukee Brewers, a Trevor Rogers RC of the Miami Marlins headed to Davis. Michael Pineda of the Twins, a Topps home run challenge, Paul Goldschmidt of the San Diego Cardinals. You get to enter a little promo code there. Jose Altuve of the Astros, Kurt Suzuki of the Angels, Brad Keller, Kansas City, and Randy Arozarena, future stars of the Tampa Bay Rays, going to Brooks. Three packs left here. The Blue Jays, followed by the Zach Pleskix, Enrique Hernandez, Garrett Cooper. Then we have Brett Phillips of the Tampa Bay Rays, and Enola Paredes RC of the Astros, followed by Anthony Rendren. Then we have a James Paxton, David Peralta, a Royals, Whit Merrifield 70th anniversary right there. Nice looking, cool looking card for sure. Then we have Michael Brantley, AJ Puke, Wade Miley, and Matt Carpenter. Jeff Samardzija, the Orioles, hold me back, bro. Marlins, fish out of water. Kwang Hoon Kim of the Cardinals. Southside Strength of the White Sox, followed by Chris Bassett of the Oakland Athletics. Renato Nunez of the Orioles. Tommy Pham of the Padres. Yasmin Grandal of the Sox, followed up by Cal Ripken Jr. of the Baltimore Orioles. Then we have Kyle Freeland of the Rockies, Scott Klingerly of the Phillies, Nick Ahmed of the Diamondbacks, and Stephen Piscotty of the Athletics. Giancarlo Stanton, Franmil Reyes, Aizen Diaz, future stars Adbert Alzey of the Chicago Cubs, going to Kyle, followed up by Shed Long of the Mariners, Carlos Santana of the Royals, Yanni Chirinos of the Rays, Daniel Norris of Detroit, followed up by Randall Grukuk of the Blue Jays, Pedro Martinez 35th anniversary edition of the Red Sox, going to Kyle. Then we have Steven Strasburg of the Nationals, G.G. LeMahieu of the Yankees, Alex Mills of the Cubs, and Kendall Graveman of the Mariners. Alrighty, and we're on to our last pack in this one. Last pack, and then on to the featured cards. We have a Joey Bart RC of the San Francisco Giants headed to Cody. A Josh Bell of the Washington Nationals 35th anniversary edition. Blake Smell of the Padres right there going to Craig. And a Dylan Carlson auto right there out of 99. Dylan Carlson auto out of 99. Alrighty. And with that, we will get into our featured cards. First, we have the Jonathan Stiver RC out of 499 and the Kirby Puckett 70th Platinum Players. Then we have the Clark Schmidt on-card auto of the New York Yankees, and that is headed to Cody. And then the big timer, the out of 99, Dylan Carlson RC of the St. Louis Cardinals, and that is heading to Craig. Alrighty. And with that, we are done with break 975. We are going to take a 5-minute break and be right back with Brett Diddley, Brett's Chronicle Personal. After that will be break 1183. 1183, the Gold Standard Football Hit Draft.